It might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the UTEP Miners, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Wolverines ready to get this thing started and open the season. And he takes this from inside the 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Miners offense will go on the attack first. And when you go to market for a veteran quarterback, you want a guy who can come in, command respect, immediately become the starter, and Jesse, they think they found him.
Yeah, and I'm excited to see how he's going to perform today. I know he was really excited about this opportunity, and David, he chose this situation specifically because he believed it gave him the best chance to compete for a national championship and have an opportunity to play at the next level. Now he's got to go show it, right? We've seen this guy play before. We've seen him have success. This is a big stage for him today.
No doubt. I think all eyeballs will be on him, right? Even his teammates. They're going to be watching every single move. He was the guy that was talked about to come in, to take over, to lead this team. He's making the money. That's talked about.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Fumbles are great when you force them, and you're always thinking about as a defensive player, man, when the weather conditions start to come down, it starts to rain, and you know that ball's a little bit slick, and you know more runs are coming. Really try to get to that football. Nice job getting the football out, falling on top of it, forcing the turn.
And the Wolverines trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to pound their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the move from inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Off the play fake. Can't hang on, it's incomplete, and you can't worry about the footsteps when you're running those crossing routes. It'll be 3rd down. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And the Miners will line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Running to the left. defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field, because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards.
Start offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After the 5-yard step off, 1st and 15 for this offense. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Little over anxious, out of the stance early, and it's a false start.
Start offense.
Not much of a decision to make there, as the defense will move him back. A first down for the offense.
Come on, boys. Let's pound the rock.
They believe they can run right here. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Guys, let's chat about Michigan. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season the way they wanted to, but having the success they had, David, that opened the eyes to a lot of portal players around the country. They wanted to come here knowing they could build on that and take the next step.
And sometimes it takes those steps, Jesse. Like, you've got to crawl before you walk. And this team, they tasted it. They know what it feels like. They know what it's like to be in the playoffs, and they want more. And they get to take some anger out and some hard feelings out today to start this season.
Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Toss to the outside. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. And here comes the field goal unit. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. It is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He'll start the return inside the spot. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Brown wants to pass. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Now, that was a blitz from the middle linebacker. That's one the offensive line should have picked up, regardless of what the pass protection was. Sliding or going base man-to-man or fanning out, you generally always account for the middle linebacker. There's no reason to let him run cleanly.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. So here comes the Michigan offense. They've built a quick double-digit lead now to try to get this offense really humming. Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Hardy. Got room at the 35. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Line gets set, first down. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Let's take a minute to talk about Michigan. Their offseason, just what they were looking for. Top 10 recruiting class. Now they've got to figure out how to best use that talent, Jesse.
Well, not just difference makers in this top 10 class, but they've got some guys that they think can be key contributors both on offense and defense. And in this first game, you know they've got to be excited.
Yeah, and they're probably nervous too, right? Like first big-time stage, big-time moment. A lot of young talent. Let's see how they start their career off.
Keeping it on the ground with the running back. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
And a nice job by the offense picking up the blitz, understanding that extra guy was coming, and creating just a little bit of a hole for that running back to slither through and get some positive yards.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Sampson. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. Third and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the first down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
They'll run for it. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on fourth and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that fourth down play.
On the run, it's Donald. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Brown will throw it. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. The Miners will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They're looking for an advantage to the right. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Fires left. Got him downfield. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. So first down here as they go back to work. Quarterback may change this route. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Caught over the middle, it's Morgan. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverine.
I know we're only in game one, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Northwestern is just getting blown off the field right now, and it may continue to get worse before it gets better. If it gets better. What a shocker today at Evanston. They're trailing by 14 to Illinois. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Pulls it in on the right. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
And that receiver had nobody around. That has got to be embarrassing for the defense. When you let someone that deep downfield go completely uncovered.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Brown wants to pass. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Their pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Miners will call on their punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Might be changing the route. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Rushes on him. He's going for the big play. Makes the grab inside the 30. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Michigan.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
Coming out with it, it's Ferguson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Brown will throw it. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks. That's just ridiculous.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Miners need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. He did not make it a stonewall on 3rd down. And the Miners will punt it away on 4th down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes the catch at the 45. There he goes. Open it up. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Motion from the wideout. Looking downfield on first down. They're setting up the screen. Turning it on. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Wolverines. And they take it in for 6 more points.
It hasn't taken very long this season to just see how scary this offense is. They wanted to be aggressive coming out to start this season, and you've seen that with the play calling on this drive. It does not take these guys with their speed very long to score. Watch out. This unit has a chance to be special.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. This senior has seen it all behind center over his career, but not much going so far. They just haven't found any rhythm whatsoever. Found a seam on the left. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Fires to the big fella. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. They've got it down to the 32. 1st and 10 coming. Brown wants to pass. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And they'll kick it from the left side, a 44-yard try. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
On the run from inside his own 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that
breaks into the open. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Michigan. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
he shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
He'll bring it out. It's Ferguson. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. UTEP has the ball, the offense, ready to go back to work. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Brown will throw it. Sets up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. The Miners have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. The give from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
And the Miners are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Power football with the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. They bring the punter onto the field now. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Starts to scramble to the left. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. The run to the left. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverine.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. FIU has dug itself a hole today, and I don't think they're climbing out of that puppy. Huge interest in this game, and they have rolled over. They're trailing by 17 to Buffalo. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Looking for a gap. It's Donald. He's stopped in the backfield again. This defense trying to send a message they'll have to carry into halftime. The give to the tailback. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Ann Arbor. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify.
So here comes the Michigan offense. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He wants to take the top off. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up.
There he goes. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. The Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Snap it to the back. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. 1st down.
And they pick up just a few on that completion.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
6th play of the drive coming up. Wants to throw. It's Underwood. Just a short pass to the tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a crease. It's Hardy. Jukes his way for more.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Running back looking for the end zone to the left. Touchdown, Michigan! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. They'll go to the ground. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. To the air. It's Tracy. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Hard-hitting tackle. The Miners come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive.
See, I like this tight end because he's not just running flat routes and little stick routes and drags. This guy can get vertically down the field. He showed you his speed there running the crosser.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And the Miners now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Working that left side now.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Miners are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. First step of this drive comes from their own 44. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
They'll try the right side. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Gets the first himself. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
He's showing you all the tools in the toolbox now. We saw earlier in the game his ability throwing the football, and now you're getting to see it with him running too. This guy is the definition of a dual-threat quarterback, and right...
Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Wolverines! And they take it in for 6 more points. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible, because he'll make it happen.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. UTEP has the ball, the offense, ready to go back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. To throw, it's Tracy. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Another sack. This quarterback group, not this quarterback, this one, because you're already on quarterback number 2. Taking a lot of hits today. Got to keep these guys upright. Got to protect them. This offensive line has to do a better job.
We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. But guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Wants to go up top. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. On the move at the 30. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Rides to back and leaves it. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. And the Miners will line it up on 1st and 10. Right back to the well. He's going to lose a yard on that one. This offense has been suffocated by a sea of maize and blue, reminiscent of what the national champion Wolverine D did in '97, holding their opponents to single digits.
And it's at every level. I mean, just a great job being physical up front, locking down in the secondary. Michigan defenses are always on point. They don't give up silly, stupid play.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Miners will send out the punt unit. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
He's got an open man. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. Back to pass, it's Underwood.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up the scoreboard.
They're looking for space to run behind the left tackle. crosses the 40, gets it down to the 35 before he stopped, a gain of 6.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And the Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Finding open areas. He'll be knocked out of bounds at the 29.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Using his legs, it's Hardy. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. Leaves it with the back. He just refused to go down, kept finding space and picked up 7. It'll be 4th and 1.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. The Wolverines kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Defense, man, you got to go low, and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go with the legs, take the legs out from underneath them so he can't continue to...
Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Wolverines need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. Bringing it back. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. They'll give it to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Man, I've been there before as a quarterback. Sometimes you just wish the game would already be over, right? You've had nothing go your way all game long. You're trailing late. They're still getting sacks. And you just want to go back to the locker room. You want to get in the ice tub and start healing for next week.
Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Miners will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Hauls it in, looking for space. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Now they'll run it on the toss. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
This is is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep...
He's looking deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Got it in the middle, it's Hardy. At the 45 on his way. Wide open spaces. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
A run for the quarterback. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board. Figures.
Looking for the end zone. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And the offense, they don't choose to go downhill, be physical. They try to get it on the perimeter. Stay away from some of those defensive linemen. But you can tell DBs, linebackers, not scared. Nice job. Playing fast, trusting their eyes, and force.
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Looks like he's going to try to return it. And the returner will be knocked down. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. Dropping back, it's Tracy. And a sack all the way back at the 5. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical, they were faster, and it showed today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.